Not only do we have some very special guest speakers joining us today, we also have some pretty extraordinary Metro speakers on the agenda as well. Our next speaker is one of them. Raised on a farm in country New Zealand, health and wellness runs through her veins. For 14 years, this self-confessed wellness geek has performed a variety of roles, including therapist, clinical manager and university lecturer before coming to Metro. She has enormous passion for driving a healthy culture shift towards better engagement and productivity. Please welcome Metro's very own Helen Barnes.
Thank you, Brad. So in relation to our topic of mindfulness today, I'll be giving you a brief snapshot of Metro's health risk profile, of which mental health fits into. So I have some bad news and some good news. Let's go for the bad news first. The transport industry, when compared with other industries, has the highest rate of unhealthy behaviours directly related to chronic illness. Chronic illness is a growing epidemic, both globally and here in Australia. Looking at this snapshot of the burden of chronic illness, this is Metro right now. It's very sobering. 64% of us are overweight or heavier. 20% of us will have a mental illness within this year. 20% will be at risk of diabetes type 2. And 26% of us will be at risk of getting cardiovascular disease. Adding to these gloomy statistics, we have an ageing workforce, which is no surprise. 9% of Metro's workforce will be over the age of 65 years in just 5 years' time. Now, this causes a problem, both a physical and mental burden placed on our business, impacting on the inability to do one's job, poor morale, and lowered engagement levels. And then the financial burden placed on Metro could mean increased sick days, more work cover claims, higher medical costs, and lost productivity. This equates to millions of dollars in lost revenue every year. So just outlining this in an example, now although it is the winter months, we're coming to the end of the winter months and you've got flu season, when speaking with customer services, just last week within the 5 stations of the City Loop group, additional overtime charges brought about by sick leave cost $7,500. Now that's one week and that's 5 stations. Imagine the cost associated with all 80 stations across the network. So enough of the bad news. What's the good news in all of this? Well, 80% of these chronic illnesses are fully preventable. And these can be preventable through lifestyle modification, better nutrition choices, getting moving more, whether that's natural activity or going for a walk on your lunch break or going to the gym, it all counts. And of course, improved mental resilience. It seems so easy, doesn't it? But turning unhealthy habits into healthier ones takes time, persistence, and an organisational culture shift. This is called the wellness movement, and it's happening right now at Metro. Within the past 18 months, the health and productivity team, a most passionate and knowledgeable bunch operating within people and performance, are making positive steps. Working with you and behind the scenes to create a mentally healthy workplace, whip you into shape, and decrease these terrible health statistics. Now, this is all contributing to Metro's bottom line. We've been implementing strategies and programs including mental health, physical fitness, diabetes prevention, heart health, and our recently launched financial wellness. Our mission is to promote, educate, and support on your health and wellness. Now, as we know, culture shifts don't just happen overnight and involve employee collaboration on all levels. As leaders, it is really important that you're the front runners of this change. But equally, we need influencers at a grassroots level. This is where the Wellness Advocate program comes into it. This was created this year to help with our culture change, the wellness movement. Employees representing all areas of the business in such geographically dispersed areas, from customer service to rolling stock depots, infrastructure, authorised offices, train services and corporate, these individuals volunteer their time to this role. These advocates are pioneering healthy habits within their workplaces. Events such as Rail Are You OK Day, Australia's biggest morning tea and Men's Health Week are just some examples of where the wellness advocates helped with the operation of these events. And they managed to engage at least 50% of the company in each activity. Now, I'm sure many of you have been part of these campaigns, and it's great to see. Advocates have built health awareness, promoted engagement, team building, which we know is really important, and made some fabulous cakes for the morning teas. We've got 37 advocates in total, and some are here today with us. Wellness advocates, can you please stand up so we can recognise you? Thank you. So these people are our champions of change. They're an extension of us within health and productivity, and they're spreading the movement, and we're so grateful. So my call to action is for Metro Trains as a progressive 21st century company to make wellness business as usual and continue with this healthy culture shift. Through awareness, collaboration and support, come and join us on this crusade, because good health means good business. Thank you.